over and over again. So 1 second, y'all. Let me tell y'all. Let me plug my charger in, that way it won't go in that, or let's see, wait 1 second. I am so embarrassed. Let me tell y'all, let me let the room get a little filled up before I say anything, because I don't have to keep repeating the story. So let a few more people get in here. So I have gone and made a total fool out of myself. A total fool. Hey, Julia Castle. So so y'all all know that I went to Six Flags today, right? And so they was going great. They was going well. Hey, Paradise Circus. They was going great. I was having a wonderful time. A wonderful time. I went by myself, and I bought me a flash pass. Got to ride everything I wanted to ride with no wait. Everybody else had to wait, over an hour just to ride one 30-second ride. So I was thankful for that, because let me tell you, even the flash pass people had a line. It wasn't as long as the people that had to wait, but I even had to wait 5 minutes. That was way too long for me to wait. I was like, damn, I paid $85 for a device. I should be able to walk straight onto it. A 5-minute wait was killing me, but I still got to write everything I wanted to back to back to back. But that's not where the story ends, okay? So I decided to go out to my car, and I got my hand stamped. I'll show you what it says. It says the Elite. Like when you go out, instead of having to keep rescanning your car, they make you get a stamp. That way you can go out to your car or go out to the parking lot, whatever it is, and that way you can come right back in after you're done, right? They'll just have you hold your stamp up, and then you get to go back in. You don't have to wait in the line to get back into the park. Well, so I go back in, and I decide, you know what? Let me go have a cigarette. So I did, and so I'm very weary of strangers. I had a great time. I had a wonderful time. That's a whole nother story. But I had a wonderful time. But that's not where the story ends. So I'm very weary of people and strangers and all that. I'm not a big person on strangers. In fact, I had to ask a lady today what she was looking at. Like I was over having a cigarette. But I had to delete that video because it had some copyrighted stuff in there. You know how the song was playing in the background? Well, I got flagged for copyright on that video, so it had to be taken down. But during the live, I was like, "What?" I asked this lady, like, "What are you looking at?" Because I don't like when people are looking at me. So I'm very weary of strangers. That's not where it gets. That's not the worst part. I'm about to get to it. All right, I promise you. So my crazy ass goes and sits down. And basically to have a cigarette in one of the designated smoking areas. And so I'm having a cigarette, and then so everybody in that area was observing this one ride that had broken down. The acrophobia had kind of broke down at the top, and they had to bring up. I was like watching the whole process, the mechanic coming over and fixing the ride. That way it could fall back down or come back down, right? Well, so this lady comes over, and she's having a cigarette, and she's standing up beside me, and I'm very weary of strangers as it is, and so here's what gets embarrassing, and I feel really bad about it now, but anyways, so I have a cigarette. She starts to like try to start small talk, and I was just kind of like paying attention to the ride and how the fact that it broke down at the very top, and people were like hanging up there. They were safe, but they were like hanging at the top, waiting for the drop tower to fall right on the acrophobia. So the lady has small talk. So I get up after a while because I want to go start riding more rides, and I started checking my pockets, and I noticed that my debit card was not in my pocket, and I was afraid that I had left it sitting down on the seats where I was sitting at, right? And the cards told me not to go this morning. And during my live, y'all remember me saying, my cards kept saying, don't go. And I was like, it said I was gonna have a tower moment. And I was like, I thought I had bypassed it, right? Well, so I'm sitting down, I get up after like a minute, and then, so I start to walk away from the designated smoking area, correct? And so I started checking my pockets to make sure all my cards were there. I'm very OCD about I hate forgetting things. So I always double check everything. I check for my phone 50 million times a day, and my cards, if I have my debit cards on me, I'll check a million times, make sure they're there, just for reassurance. And so I could not find my debit card to save my life. And so so keep in mind, I had just walked off from the designated smoking area, and I turn around and I see the lady start walking off really fast. So I'm like, that fucking bitch. I know she has it. And I was like sitting there and I followed her ass all the way to where you get the flash pass. Her daughter was waiting. Come to find out, her daughter was waiting in line to get a flash pass. And so the lady had just walked over to the smoking area and just, smoked a cigarette until, the daughter got the flash pass. So I started noticing that she was walking toward the flash pass thing. So I went up to the lady. I said, did you happen to see a card laying down on the blue chair? And she goes, no, honey. And I'm like, are you sure? She goes, no, honey, I'm not. And her daughter and her are looking at me like I'm crazy. They're both grown. Like her daughter was grown, she was grown. So I'm not like confronting minors or anything like that. But basically, and so I'm so convinced that she has it. So I walk off. I asked very politely. I was very polite when I asked it. So I walk off. And so I started to try to call my bank. Couldn't get a hold of the bank. The line was busy. I was like, damn. So I tried to log into my bank account because, I don't want anybody taking my money. And so I logged in my bank account, tried to cancel a card, couldn't do that. It kept telling me to call the bank. So I tried to call the bank again. And so I, I feel bad about it now, but I did try to redeem myself later on. We'll get to that point, basically. Okay, so so I'm just convinced this lady has it. So I walk off. I'm like halfway. I'm like already halfway across the park by then, and so I'm checking my pockets, and I had realized that I had a zip pocket that I rarely check, and for some reason I put my debit card in that zip pocket, and so I was so embarrassed. I'm like, I just sat there and confronted a lady and her daughter. They were probably having a great, wonderful day. They probably just arrived because they were going to get a flash pass. I'm assuming they just had arrived. And so I'm literally looking for this lady and her daughter for like 20, 30 minutes trying to find them because I was going to pay for their flash passes my damn self because that's how bad I felt. And so I know this lady doesn't watch me. Like it really upset me. I didn't mean to like upset their day because like I could get emotional about it now. But I'm on here talking to y'all about it. But I'll try to look for that lady. I try to look for her daughter. I did not see them because you have to realize Six Flags was getting packed. There was a line for everything: restrooms, the restaurants, even I'm not kidding. You got to wait for a restaurant, everything. The lines were like 90 minutes long, so it started getting packed. I couldn't find them, and so I was literally going to pay for their flash pass. Not kidding, because they're expensive, and I could not find them. And finally, I was so mad by then, and I was so embarrassed, I left. And so I now know why the cards are saying don't go, because you're going to have a tower moment. And I do remember pulling the justice card. So I was like, oh my God, I felt so horrible. And I know that lady does not watch me, obviously, because she would have recognized me. But I'm like, oh my God. So I did try to find them. I tried to justify it. Now I know why the justice card appeared this morning. And I felt horrible. I'm like, I hope I did not ruin that lady's day. I was so upset. I was going to literally pay for her and her daughter's flash pass. And I could not find them. I even went back to the flash pass thing. They weren't there. They were not there. And so I was so upset that I turned my flash pass in and I left. Keep in mind, it closes at 9 o'clock. I'm already back home. I left. That's how upset I was about that. And so I just felt like I needed to talk about it because I was so upset the whole ride home. I'm like, damn, I just fucked up somebody's day. And I didn't mean to. I honestly thought the way that she had walked off so fast that she may have got my card, because I'm known to misplace things, And literally, I was going to either buy their flash pass one or just give them $100 and say, hey, dinner, lunch is on me, because it's expensive as hell at Six Flags. Literally $15 for a burger and fries. Not kidding. And so I literally looked for them, could not find them. Literally, it was like trying to find a needle in a haystack, if you know how busy Six Flags over Georgia is during the springtime. So to that lady, I know you'll never see this, but I highly apologize. That was so horrible. I probably just ruined someone's day I didn't accuse her or anything. I just basically had asked her and I said, are you sure you didn't? Oh, no, I didn't say you're sure. I said, did you see a debit card laying on that blue chair back there? And she goes, no, honey, no. And I said, are you sure? She goes, no, I'm sure. And so I was just so convinced that she had it. And then my mystery pocket, the one with the zipper on it, I'm like, oh my God, Tyler, you are so stupid. And it ruined my whole entire day. I had to leave. I'm like, never again am I going back into public. See, that's what happens when I get around strangers. I start to think that everybody is trying. I know that I'm not important. I get it. I'm not trying to say that I'm some important being. I'm not. But I always think that people have something against me. I don't care if it's a stranger, someone I've known for 15 years, 20 years. I don't care if I knew them in a past life. I'm going to think that still have some type of vendetta toward me. So it's like, whew, And so when I get around folks, I start to think that they have some type of, and then it's not schizophrenia. Don't get me wrong. I don't have schizophrenia. I'm very paranoid in public around people. I'm very self-conscious, even when I was there, I was sitting there like I have a lot of insecurities, you know, and so yeah, I mean, and I really did try to find that lady. I feel like a horrible person. I'm like, I probably just ruined her day because I thought about it. I put myself in her shoes. I'm like, what if somebody came up and asked me that, knowing I don't steal, I don't do none of that shit. I was like, what if somebody had did that to me? I would probably ruin my whole fucking day. And so, I tell you, that's true. That's true. And I was like, you know what? Only way I'm gonna be able to get it off my mind, because I was gonna keep it to myself, because I'm like, I don't want my subscribers thinking I'm some paranoid freak that that can't be approached, all that, and this then some. But I was like, that is so fucked up, Tyler. You know, that is so fucked up. And I was literally trying to find them for 20, 30 minutes. I could not find them. I'm like, you mean to tell me they got out of that line that fast in the flash pass line? Because it was a long line, but they were kind of far in the line. So they were getting closer to the building to buy the flash pass. And I'm thinking to myself, I was like, let me go find them. Because keep in mind, I had walked off for 20 minutes trying to like either cancel my card or call the bank. And for some reason, I couldn't do either. I'm like, I was panicking. And I was like, let me go at least pay for their flash passes. And them things ain't cheap. That's how you know how bad I felt about it. I was willing to pay $100 for her daughter, $100 for her, just so they could have a flash pass on me for what I had done. And so, yeah, like, because I didn't accuse them. Keep in mind, I didn't accuse them of stealing, but I had the way I asked it. I'm sure she automatically knew that I was kind of thinking she had took it. And then when I felt so stupid when I reached my hand in my pocket and I saw I felt the debit card. I'm like, oh my God, are you serious? You know, I'm not kidding. If they were going to buy gold flash passes, I would have been like, no, I'll buy you a platinum, because platinum's where you don't have to wait at all. You literally get right on the ride. I would have bought that lady and her daughter. And this ain't just all talk. I literally looked for them. And I was like, after 20, 30 minutes, that park is huge. It's got a lot of rides, a lot of paths to walk. I was like, you know what? I can't find them, so I'm going to go ahead and leave. And it was so bad that I ended up leaving. And then even when I turned my device in, my $85 device, God, Six Flags is expensive. The guy literally laughed. He said, "You already done?" I said, "Yes," because he was in there when I went and got it. He said, "You already done?" And he started laughing. I was like, "Yes, I'm done." He said, "You write everything?" I was like, "Yeah." And I didn't tell him I was upset, but I was like, damn, fucked up my whole entire day. And the cards told me not to go. So when my cards say something from now on, I ain't going nowhere. But I did try to pay it forward. I did try to get justice, like as far as like being justified toward that lady. I'm like, if somebody did that to me, I would be pissed off. I've been upset. It probably would have ruined my day. So I literally tried to find them, could not find them. Literally, it's like you're packed in Six Flags like sardines. Trying to find them was like finding a needle in a haystack. It was horrible. And especially on a Saturday, it's horrible. I bet if it was a weekday, I probably would have been able to find them, because weekdays are not as, So I had to get that off my chest. And I left because I was planning on staying until like 9, because it closes at 9. And I was like, I'm going to stay all day. I was having so much fun. And as soon as that happened, I'm like, oh, boom, boom, boom. I didn't want to ride no more rides anymore. I was so pumped before that, And I could not find them. I'm like, and even when I thought I had found them, I'm like, no, that's not them. Because, they had a very distinct look. They were both blondes. Well, one was dark brown. The daughter was like blonde. And I was like, that would be easy to find. So I'm sitting there looking. I could not find them, people. Literally. I was going to buy something. I was going to either give them $100 or buy their flash passes one. Because I assumed that they probably already got their flash pass. That's why they were not there when I went back, Yeah. The moral of the story, folks, is check your fucking pockets beforehand, all right? Before you just go and just assuming like Tyler's tarot did. Look, don't end up like me and fuck your whole day up, all right? I mean, I felt like a walking ass wipe. I felt like a walking jackass, literally. Somebody needs to put me back in the motherfucking circus, because I'm telling you, sometimes I can be a real clown, Yeah. And then what sucked about that, then what sucked about that is, yeah, I feel a lot of remorse. Like, what sucked about that was I even went around, because I was like, if I find them, I'm like, hold on, hey, hold up, can we go find an ATM? Then, as I was walking around the park, I didn't see a single ATM. Six Flags, where the fuck? You're a multi-billion-dollar company. Where the fuck is the freaking ATMs at? Because I was like, okay, when I find them, I'll just have them walk over to an ATM with me, and I'll get their $100 out. Because I'm at least buying them lunch, dinner, or either a Flash Pass one. And I couldn't even find a freaking ATM. And I was like, okay, well, if I find them, I'll just tell them to wait on me, give them my number, and then go to the store or go to like a convenience store, draw it out of the ATM there, and bring it back, and just call them when I got back. But had no luck. So to that lady and her daughter, I'm sorry for fucking y'all's day up. That's a horrible thing to do. I felt so bad it ruined my whole fucking. I was having so much fun until that happened. Oh, hey, Varouche, how you doing? How you doing? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, that's the worst thing that I did. I had a shitty attitude, and even in line, like I was saying this story, I was telling this on the other broadcast, basically, because even was I drunk, Miss Tangy Green. Now I know you've watched me for a while. I know you've watched me for a while, Miss Tangy Green, because I've seen your comments before. But why would you ask a question like that? And judging off your profile picture, it looks like you're the closet drunk. That nerdy girl that looks innocent on the surface, but then again, when she goes home, she just drowns herself in booze, lays down on the couch, butt naked, watches porn, all that stuff. So don't come at me about it. All right, I don't drink. I don't drink alcohol. You idiot. You and that librarian look. All right. Trying to be a missus, not. Don't start with me, period, because I'm already in a pissed off mood. Because one thing I don't do is I don't drink alcohol. All right. I don't drink alcohol. All right. Yeah. But, oh yeah, that's what I was getting to before Asswipe decided to interrupt me. Yeah, closet librarian drunk is what you are, all right? But basically, before Asswipe decided to basically interrupt me and try to just throw out accusations, because I don't know why I drink. And the reason I get defensive about it is because I'm very anti-alcohol. If you knew me well, you'd know that I don't drink alcohol, all right? All right? So fuck you and your glasses and your librarian look, all right? Fuck you. Fuck you, all right? Get out of my room, you idiot. You and that $2 weave, all right? Upgrade that weave before you try to talk shit. Upgrade that lace front you got on, all right? That lace front looks thirsty, all right? Give it something to drink, all right? With that being said, let's get back to the sob story, all right? All right? Sorry, y'all. Don't ever accuse me of fucking being a drunk, all right? Because first of all, if you knew me well, I have alcoholism in my family, so I've always been against it. Ask any motherfucker you know. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Miss Tangy Green. I know you've been a commenter for a while, but don't think because you've been supporting my comment area that I'm not gonna go off on your ass when you try to get crunk. You trying to get slick with me in this room, all right? Give me a break and give that wig a break, all right? Now fuck off, all right? Fuck all the way off, all right? Now back to the thing, all right. I cannot believe people these days. Just throwing out accusations, all right? Thank you, Nadia. Appreciate that. Now, but that was basically what I was saying. Now you know why I don't have any friends. Who would want to be friend? Like, here's my thing. I'm unbelievable. Miss Tangy Green, I've seen your comments for a while. You are absolutely you don't know nothing about me. First of all, I don't drink anything. First of all, I don't even like alcohol, idiot. You want to look into my refrigerator, idiot? Come on, librarian, I'll show you the fucking the refrigerator. We'll see if there's alcohol in there, all right? Asshole. Oh, let me hide that 24 pack. Let's play it. All right, here we go. See, there's nothing in there except a bag from Walmart. You idiot. You stupid idiot. I'm tired of people making accusations about me that's not true. Fuckhead. All right, here we go. As I was saying, because I seem like a really bad person on the surface, but I'm really a good person. But the thing is, you ain't gonna make accusations of me. But I want to get back to, yeah, you're right, Yvonne. She ain't important. All right. But people don't realize I put the itch in bitch. All right. I put the ick in dick. You don't want to fuck with me. All right. Because the thing is, I'm very calm, respectful, and nice until you start screwing around with me. And the reason I take that personally is because I've always been very anti-alcohol. I don't care if anybody else does it, but I don't do it. And plus, when I tried to drink in college, I literally threw up everywhere. I couldn't stand the taste of it. I couldn't stand the taste of the alcohol. And my roommates used to laugh at me because we used to try to play like the card game. If you won your round, you had to basically, or sorry, if you lost your round, you had to drink a shot. And I just couldn't. I just couldn't. Oh, I was like, oh yeah, thank you, Elaine. Appreciate that. Um, am I drunk? Is she out of her mind? I was just having a really good day until that screwed it up. Exactly. Vendetta, you said it. Vendetta, let me read Vendetta's comment out loud. It's funny the way Tyler is mean because he snaps and it's retaliation. He's not instigating anything. A fucking man. That needs to be written down in the holy book of Tyler right there because that's one thing I go by right there. I don't start nothing. I just pop back. You pop off, you'll get knocked off right away. That's the thing. You know, you never see me pinpoint someone in the comments and go, okay, let me just use one for example. That's like you don't ever see me go. I'll just use, well, Yvonne, you know this ain't meant towards you. That's like me going, Yvonne, get the hell out of my. I don't like you just picking stuff. See what I'm saying? I don't do that. I don't do that. I've never been the bully type. But guess what? How you gonna bully me? You can't bully me. I'll bully your ass before you can bully me. You know. All right. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying before I got thrown off track. Before Wiggy wanted to start her shit. Basically, what I was trying to say is today when I was basically yeah, I'm in my feelings. You damn Skippy, I am. Like I'm never going back out into a public thing because I just don't know how to act when I get in public. Like it's not that I act crazy. It's just that the thing is, your mama sounds. Look, the Jew. Look at you, your floppy titties, and look at you. Like why are you making? Why are you trying to make? Go on now. All right. If I got a dime for every time I got called gay, I swear I'd be a millionaire. I wouldn't have to do no work for the rest of my life. But basically, okay, as I was saying, because the trolls are like really at their peak. Basically, I just act crazy in public. I knew I shouldn't have went. The cards say don't go, don't go, don't go. And you remember if you look back at my live, this morning, you'll see that I was like, I don't know if I should go because the cards. I do a forecast. Anytime I go anywhere, I do a forecast. I don't give a damn if it's just going to the store. I don't give a damn if it's just going to the store. Down to the McDonald's. I'm like, okay, how will my order go? I do that. And Nadia, you were in there. You would know. I was like, I don't know if I should go because my cards keep saying don't go. You're gonna have a tower moment. And then I remember I pulled a tower and I pulled a justice. And I remember I also pulled the King of Cups, which is so funny because like it was just an emotional day. So I'm like, damn. When that happened, I'm like, damn. I knew I shouldn't have came. Yes, the cards did tell me not to go. I actually pulled from the Oracle. I actually pulled from the Oracle deck and the tarot cards itself, the actual tarot cards. And I remember both of them were saying don't go. I remember I pulled the Three of Swords, and I pulled the Tower, and I'm like, that's very strange. And I knew it wasn't going to be anything from. I know it wasn't going to be no car issue because usually when it's anything from the car, it's like Chariot reverse. That's the card of. That's the card. Or Knight of Pentacles reverse. That's the card of like bad car issues. I was like, I know it wasn't that. So I'm like, what else could transpire that would make me have disappointment and heartbreak in the Tower moment? And so I thought that I had bypassed it once I got to the Once I got to the Six Flags. I'm like, oh, okay, so everything's fine. Nothing happened. I got into the park easily. I got my membership just like that. I got the flash pass just like that, and nothing was happening. I was having a great time. Everybody was leaving me alone until I got to one line, and they were like, "Oh, do you want to come over here and ride with this person?" I'm like, "No." I said, "Why would I?" I didn't say that, but I was like, "No," because I'm thinking like, why would I want to ride with somebody that basically I don't know? But that's the only little incident I had, and I thought, okay, it's like that's definitely not what the cards are talking about. That was not a disappointing event. That was not very disappointing. So I'm like, I thought I had bypassed it all, and next thing I know, lo and behold, I had my Tower moment. So right there goes to show you the cards don't fucking lie. Those people that say, oh, it just picks up on, oh, the cards just pick up on what's going on in your life right now. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. I've had them tell me plenty of times things that happen in advance. You know. So. Well, thank you. No, and the thing is, I've heard people say, well, I feel like they just, like I've had people tell me before, oh, they just pick up on what's going on with you right now. I'm like, no, the fuck they don't, because there's been plenty of times I've drawn cards on myself before going about my day, even when I was at work, even when I worked at a factory. Even when I worked at a factory, I remember that I would predict the day in advance. And I had my friend Monique, and I'm like, oh, look, this is going to happen today. And then when it ended up happening, after what the card just said, and I had told her, she said, my God, those things really do work. I'm like, yeah, they work. They work. So it doesn't just pick up on current events. How do the cards know in advance I was going to have a Tower moment? You know? And a Three of Swords event. And it did. It was like a Tower moment for me because it was something unexpected. I didn't expect my whole day to come crumbling down because I was having such a good time, you know? Thank you, Jennifer Weaver. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And I hate that, you know, every time I come on here, y'all always see me. I don't want y'all to know me as a person that basically always is griping and whining because, you know, I do have my good days, but then sometimes I have my bad days. I try to stay offline. What you don't know is, because I've had plenty of other bad days, but I try to stay offline majority of the time. Like when you see me go MIA on YouTube, I'm pretty much in my feelings, you know, I'm pretty much in my feelings. So that's why I'll go missing a couple days, few days. I'm really in my feelings, but some things I can't not talk about because it's on my mind. So that's why you see me come on here and basically just and free my mind, basically, you know. Ugh. Thank you, Nadia. Yeah, I'm not even a pity party type guy. You know, and I've been accused of it. I'm not even a pity party type guy. Now, if I am in a pity party mood, ask my family. They won't see me for a while because I don't really like to express my disappointment with things. I just kind of keep it to myself. I'm very, very, very all up here. Like I always joke that I should have been an air sign because, you know, our air signs are very all up here, you know. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, Maria Hawkins. And you know what? Y'all people in the comments keep calling me gay and keep calling me fat. Look, but at the end of the day, you know what? I'm probably doing a lot better than majority of y'all that talk all that bullshit. And you're just jealous. You're just mad. So for the trolls, you're just jealous. You're just mad because you're not admired by anybody. Nobody admires you, you know. It's just pure jealousy. Because my thing is, there's no need to throw out things like, oh, gay and fat and all this stuff. There's no need to throw it out. There's something going on in your life for you to even voice that. And you ain't nothing but a keyboard thugger, period. Because you wouldn't say it to my face, all right? A drunk. That's the first time anybody's ever accused me of being drunk. Just like the other day, I've gotten some insults on here I ain't never heard before. I got called a wetback the other day. I'm not kidding. On here, I got called a border hopper. Somebody was in my comments talking about, oh, you hopped the border. Let me tell you something. First of all, I don't even have Hispanic heritage. So you are automatically assuming I am a black person with black and white. What do you not get about that? I am what Jordan Sparks is. I am what Mariah Carey is. I'm what Drake is. We all look different. In fact, I was sitting there self-loathing today when I was seeing mixed people in the Six Flags park, and I'm like, look how, what always upset me about other mixed people, they have like those tans that I want. Like if you see other mixed folks, like I'm not kidding, you want to see white, like white up here, of course, but down here it's more olive. But, and I was looking at these mixed folks, I'm like, because you know there's a lot of mixed folks in Atlanta, black and white is what I mean. And I'm thinking about, I'm like, look how they're tans, they're tanned, like they have actual dark ass tans, like literally like Beyonce tans, and I'm like, why can't I have that? And so I was sitting there just self-loathing. I'm like, damn. Even my brother and sister are more tan than I am. I'm like, damn. Like, literally, I remember I was in the car today after I was self-loathing, of course. I was like, damn, I should go get like a really dark ass tan, you know, a dark ass tan. But yeah, I've just been a lot. I will never, I swear to God, I'm never going back to Six Flags as long as I live, unless I become a billionaire one day and I can just rent the whole park out to myself and let me just walk around and, you know, do whatever I want to do, you know. Because I act crazy around folks. Like, I just don't like crowded things. But I was putting the crowd aside. I was literally putting the crowd aside. I was like, okay, look, I just bought this $85 device. I ain't got time to like waste this 85 bucks. And then I was like, because I'm very frugal with money, for one. And then I was like, okay, I bought the membership, bought the thing, bought the gas to get here. I'm like, okay, I got to stay here at least till 6, 7, 8. So I was literally planning on staying there. Keep in mind, it's 2 hours away. It's a 2-hour drive. I left there early because that's how upset I was over that event that happened. If you don't know what event I'm talking about, then when you can watch it back, I explained the whole thing. Like, I don't even want to bring it back up. You know, I'm just trying to bury it in the graveyard where it belongs, you know. I've been seeing the number 444 a lot lately. Yeah, I was having a lot of fun. I was. I'm about to get off of here in a second because I do have to do the Virgo. I have to do the Virgo reading. I know I picked Virgo the other day. Aries. I got to do Virgo, Aries. I forgot the third one that I picked. I picked the third one. Yeah. And it doesn't help that I'm very sleepy. I'm tired. I woke up really early because I was like it was like a little kid on Christmas. I felt like a little kid on Christmas this morning because like I get really excited when I go to Six Flags. I only go every now and then, so it's a big event for me when I go. And so I woke up really early. I woke up exactly at 1 o'clock. It was either 12:59, 1:01, one of those. And I woke up and I was so happy. So I'm just basically just like really tired, feeling guilty, and everything above, you know. I gotta go sleep. I'm just sleep talking right now. I'm like, that's probably why she thought I was drunk, because I ain't had no sleep. Is there going to be a Gemini reading? Yes, there is going to be a Gemini reading. But you can ask anybody that's known me for the time that they've known me. I don't do alcohol. I don't do alcohol. I don't smoke weed. I don't use no drugs. Literally, I'm getting off my ADD meds. Literally, I was due for my ADD meds 2 weeks ago, and I'm getting off of those. So it's like all these claims that this and that, drunk, this, that, and the other. Drug test my ass. You won't see a motherfucking, literally. My thing is, the ones that are accusing me of doing drugs, I bet if I gave y'all asses a drug test, you'd like that bitch up like the 4th of July. You'd like that drug test up like the 4th of July. You'd probably hit everything positive. So don't come at me about the ones that sit there and throw accusations around. Usually are the ones doing it, all right? So, hey, Lady Rose. I didn't see you. Did you just come in? Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. Let's see. Take care of yourself. We're here. Oh yeah, I don't know exactly. I'm just I say because I've heard, like, I'm not kidding. Ever since I've been on YouTube, ever since I've been on YouTube, I'm not kidding. I have heard insults thrown at me that I have never heard before. Yeah, I got big shoulders. I have really like broad shoulders. I have that football type shoulder. In fact, I used to get approached to play. I hated football, but I used to get approached in high school to play football because like that stout, like the. But damn it, I don't remember what I was talking about. But I've heard some insults. How tall am I? I'm pretty tall. I'm like 5'10", 5'11". But the thing is, fuck a duck. What was I talking about? Y'all keep throwing me off. I need some sleep. Oh yeah, but there's been some insults on here that I ain't even never heard before. Like I've never been called a drunk before I got on Tyler's Tarot. I've never been called all these racial slurs. I've been called a fag, the N-word. I've heard a lot of this stuff over and over again. But there's some stuff on here, I'm telling you, that I've never even heard, that thrown at me that I've never even heard before. Thank you for the $20, Flo. Appreciate that, Flo. Oh yeah, I was happy earlier, but watch the video back. You'll see why I kind of got down about things. Yes, I did go on all the rides. I did get to ride everything I wanted to ride. Keep in mind, the thing that I had, you can walk straight onto the ride, like walk right onto it. And so there was no wait. But it's just that I wanted to stay in, I wanted to kind of like ride them again, but I couldn't because I got really upset around 2. So I literally drove home, tried to find them, but tried to find the woman her woman and her daughter for like 30 minutes. And finally I just give up. I was like, I'm tired. I need to go home. So, all right, y'all, I got to go, but I will talk to y'all later. Thank y'all for the super chats, by the way. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. And I will be putting out Virgo and Aries. And I forgot the third one. I got it written down in my on my computer, or it's typed in my computer. Hey, London Afro Vegan Recipes, the Cancer. Roxy Bolt, the Pisces. And Varush, who was in here, who's the Leo, Virgo cusp. Stephanie Anderson from South Carolina. Nadia from I don't know where. Let's see. Yeah, special needs Mama Bear from New York or New Jersey, New York. Well, I forgot where you're from, but I know it's northern because the way you sounded. Or northern, yeah. Let's see. You'd put a ring on it. Hell, with the way I act, literally, you'd take that ring right off. As soon as you put it on, you'd knock that shit right off. Believe me, with the way I act, you'd get tired of me in 2.5 seconds. All I gotta say is, if you're gonna put a ring on it, keep the receipt because you'll be returning it. With the way I act, believe me. I love y'all too. I really do. All right, y'all, I gotta get going, but I will talk to y'all later. I just had to get that off my chest because I just got home. I gotta take a shower, but I couldn't keep this one in. Normally, I just basically take it. Normally, I kind of keep it off YouTube. Like normally, when I have an upsetting day, I don't broadcast everything that I'm going through. But there's some things I don't keep to myself. So, literally, there's been things I've not told y'all about that's happened in my life. Believe me, that I would love to elaborate on, but I just don't want to bring up. I don't want to like rehash old drama and bullshit. Why is my face red? I have no idea. All right, I gotta get going, y'all. I'm tired. And that damn driving, literally, I've been in the car for 4 hours a day. It's 2 hours to get Six Flags, 2 hours to get back. I think I did get sunburnt because literally when I was in the smoking areas, I was in the smoking area majority of the time. I got direct sun hit. You seen how sunny it was, so. You see what I'm talking about? Everything I do, it gets criticized. Why's your face red? Why'd you cut your hair? Why? Y'all have a good one.